With every project, I look at like, how can I grow? Vikrant Rona, of course, that is a completely different industry altogether. Singing in Kannada was actually quite... I knew if I didn't put myself out there, the last thing I want to do is remain, stagnant in my life or in my career.
Jacqueline, I had a question for you also. This year, you're starting your releases with Vikrant Rona. There's Circus, there's Ram Setu. There's grandeur attached to every project that you have sort of greenlit in the last 3-4 years that is all coming out this year. What exactly were you sort of looking at when you were sort of going ahead and saying a yes to all of these projects? Because there is some kind of, scale attached to each one of them.
I think also, like you had mentioned in your question to Sudeep sir, I think the question for a lot of actors when they're taking up certain roles or films, they do look for growth. And I think for me, with every project, I look at like, how can I grow through this? Is it somebody new that I want to be working with, that I can learn from? With Vikrant Rona, of course, that is a completely different industry altogether. So for me, the challenge was now performing in a totally different language with a completely different crew. And singing in Kannada was actually quite difficult. And even giving those scenes in Kannada was actually quite difficult. It was quite nerve-wracking. But I knew if I didn't put myself out there, and if I didn't at least attempt it, the last thing I want to do is remain, stagnant in my life or in my career. So it definitely opened my eyes up to, what there is and so many other possibilities as well. So yeah, I think it's mainly that, just how can I grow? Thank you for the question.